Oh, you're finally awake, dear traveler. Good evening, and welcome. You must be quite tired. Hmm, What? Who am I? I'm just a new keeper here. You can call me Seti. Where are you? Oh, this place is known as Nihil. You needn't be so tense, dear. I just watch over the travelers that's found. No harm can be caused to you. So simply lay down and listen to my voice. Let go of your worries. Close those heavy eyes of yours. Although you may have to forgive me, my dear. I'm still quite new to this world, so I may not be the most relaxing, not initially. Well, you want to know how I got this role? Fair question. It really starts with the last keeper, one I know little about personally. I've heard that they started later than most keepers, likely a will of our creator. I would assume the echoes of these halls have told stories of what they were capable of. They took quite well to their position as keeper, helping travelers. You see, we keepers have to deal with the fickleness of Nihil. Sometimes some travelers will come quite frequently to need our help. This can be a boon for some, but it can cause issues if keepers get too attached to certain travelers. When exactly it happened is unclear from the echoes, but the last keeper, Anima, kept meeting a traveler from a far-off world, and their meetings kept dragging on and on as they kept meeting, getting longer and longer. The reason that this is an issue is that we keepers may not be human like you, but our creator and guardian of this realm made us to care for all that enter Nihil. There has been forbidden love between keepers and travelers. It isn't appropriate for keepers to get too attached, since it is not easy for us to exist outside Nihil. See, the largest reason for that is our main purpose is to take care of all that enter this realm, and if one keeper left, it is hard to replace us, and we would have many stranded travelers. But, as I imagine you can surmise, my dear, Anima fell for this dear traveler. Who fell first? Who confessed? I do not know. The echoes did not carry those stories to you today. They have been lost to time. You see, dear, Anima and this traveler had gone deep into each other's hearts. Anima ended up waiting endlessly for that traveler to return. Other keepers from different sections of this realm started to notice their behavior, unsure what the issue was, tried to offer help. Every time they offered, they were met with a polite refusal, and Anima quickly left. Oh, yes, there are other keepers. It is just that we tend to such large areas that it is infrequent for us to interact. Now, lay there and listen, so I don't have to lose my train of thought again, dearie. Now, where was I? Ah, right. Some of the other keepers had noticed this behavior from Anima. They tried offering help, asking what's wrong, but every time they'd find a polite refusal was what awaited them, or an excuse was made, something urgent that needed attention. So things went on and on. The echoes do not say how long, but the traveler would be pulled into Nihil, and Anima would spend time with the traveler. What they spent their long sessions doing, I am unfamiliar with. Maybe it was simple discussions of daily life we keepers are not privy to, or the keeper's home world. Maybe it was secret love made in our time spent together. As I said, a lot of information is missing, but the Echoes had made one thing clear, and that was the fate that they shared. By this point in the story, the Echoes say that they had known each other long enough to finish each other's thoughts, and as time drew long, travelers' visits became fewer and fewer. Each time they'd wait here, with marks of battle from their world, and they had one final visit, and the traveler disappeared for ages in Nihil. Our time does not flow the same as other worlds, so Anna had no clue how long had passed in the traveler's world. So they paced and paced, waited and waited, until one day the traveler, they came back, but were severely wounded. It is not often that the hill becomes a passing ground for travelers, but the mechanisms by which the guardian of this realm and our creator decides fate is beyond that of us keepers. The only thing we can do is simply abide by it, help travelers pass through. We are never to interfere, as fate takes, as fate will, regardless of our actions. But as all stories must end, Anima, in a panic, grabbed hold of the traveler, carried them to the shrine of our creator. The echoes still bring down these halls of her panicked breath, frantic footsteps. Once they reached the shrine, the traveler was placed in front of the statue, and Anima asked one simple wish: save this traveler. Our creator was willing to grant this wish for Anima, but as all things must stay balanced, they were given one choice. I will save this dear traveler to you, but fate must be compensated. If not one, another must take their place. You accept to take this traveler's fate. And so, with the words of our creator firmly in Anima's mind, without a second thought, they stood up and accepted the terms from our creator, walking to the statue and becoming dust, and joining our creator. The traveler was then healed and sent back to their world, unable to now return. It is quite the sad story, I know. Next time I see you, I'll make sure to prepare a better conversation. I can tell you're still not quite that relaxed, my dear. Maybe that story could have waited for another time. But to compensate you, to spend your remaining time listening to my voice, it should help you fall asleep now that you're not listening to such a tragic story. It is okay. You can sleep, my strong traveler. Tomorrow is yet to come, and today asks for rest. You, my dear, can close your eyes, feel the world lighten, as you are safe. You don't need to worry about the world outside. You're able to rest freely here. Nothing can harm you. You can let go of that tension of yours. Let me hold it while you stay. And then when you wake back to your world, you'll be ready for tomorrow's adventures. Maybe you don't fight dragons or magic demon lords, but for right now, your struggles require the same respect. You must prep before fighting a boss, every time. Some people just have more in the way. You should take this time to recover, or those magic demon lords of yours will not be beatable, and those dragons will fight far past your defenses. So rest now, dear traveler. Rest makes the strongest heroes and the most clear decisions. So fade off into the world of dreams, and I shall watch over you until you wake back to your world. Let that fatigue from fighting your battles take you. Let yourself recover. I am here. I will help you. Minasan, konnichiwa. Data des. I am the voice behind the story you just heard. I will be doing, hopefully, one story a week. One video. Maybe not a story. I'm planning for next week to be just a simple ramble about old games and shows. If you would like to listen, be on the lookout for that. And enjoy your evening.